Okay, so we're back in Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Are we, though?
We are. What was I going to say? Something important.
I have no idea.
I had a very interesting thought the other day. Also, I mentioned to you right before we started recording that we do have a revival ragnade that can totally remedy the situation. It's been like a week and a half since we recorded last.
Yeah, I've been.
You've been very busy.
I've had work shooting out of my fingertips.
It's real bad. Not in like a bad way, but in like a I'm working so much I can't sleep kind of way.
Yeah, that's about accurate.
You did send me a message that said I just hit my bed for the first time in 48 hours, so...
Did I?
You did.
I don't even remember.
This did happen. But I had an interesting thought the other day. Spoilers, I was doing things involving Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh.
And...
No!
Are you still center panned? Okay, no, that just picked up super well. Alright.
Rita, you're got...
Oh,
what the hell, Rita?
It's so perfect.
Ah!
If you could like, I'm gonna use the example of like isekai anime, like Rising of the Shield Hero style. Look at your own stats for you as a human in the real. What are you doing?
I'm scumming.
Are you? You're gonna save scum? You have to exit out of this menu.
Do I?
Or exit out of her turn.
Oh.
And then go back into the. Yeah, there you go. Give it a second. Press start. There you go. System. Load. That's a whole different thing.
So if I could look at my stats...
If you could look at your D&D character sheet for you, would you do it? I don't think I'd want to know. I wouldn't want to know my own stats.
I don't know.
That falls into the same camp of, like, an exercise I would qualify as friendship testing, which is make the character sheet for your friend based on your perception of them. That's one of those things,
Ooh, that's harsh.
Like, it sounds really interesting as a social experiment,
but could be, like...
it could be catastrophic, and I'm like, I don't want to ever know.
I never want to know. Never tell me.
Never tell me. I never want to know.
No, you're right. I don't want to know.
I was talking to one of my
Never tell me the odds.
No. I was talking to one of my players at my table recently, and we were having a discussion. He was just like, he basically boiled it down to, I think your best stat is charisma, and I was like, I disagree. Like, and you know me, I'm very contrarian about people's opinion of me, because I have low self-esteem, but this was one of those ones where I was just like, I just don't think that's accurate, because you've only met me like 2 or 3 times.
Ooh. Okay.
But it was one of those things where I was just like, I don't know, man. You know what I was thinking about the other day, by the way?
What were you thinking about?
This couldn't be less related, but it was just a thought that came to me. Started thinking about Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries.
That could be so cool.
That was a show.
That was a show.
That was a show.
That's a thing.
It was absolutely a thing.
That was a thing?
Yes, Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries. When there's a full moon, an old house with rotten stairs. Oh man,
that was a thing.
Do you want me to pull up on my phone while you're doing that?
I may need you
I'm
to.
gonna do
I don't
that.
even believe you.
It's a real thing that used to exist. It was a show. I don't remember anything about it other than the intro, but I distinctly remember that it was like a cross between like Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby-Doo.
You know, Courage the Cowardly Dog was
amazing.
Amazing.
It was an incredible show. I loved everything about it.
Never got enough credit.
It got tons of credit. It, like, maybe not at the time of it, like, being out, but as I go online, people are like, this is one of the best shows ever. This is one of the best Cartoon Network shows that was ever aired. It's up there with Ed, Edd n Eddy, which is probably one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Ed, Edd n Eddy was a really powerful show.
There it is. It's the first result, Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries. 7.1 on IMDb, 8.3 on TV.com. Granny takes...
Oh, damn.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
I
Granny
got it.
takes Tweety and Sylvester around the world in pursuit of unsolved crimes and
I
disappearances.
remember this garbage.
Now that I've described it, you're like,
Now
oh,
that-
fuck, it's
oh,
all flooding
fuck,
back.
It's all flooding back.
It's all
Didn't
coming
that
back.
come out in like 2003?
Let me check. I'm on YouTube. It almost played the intro, like, right away, and I don't have time for that. First episode aired in September 1995.
That show is as old as I am.
Oh, man!
Understood.
So like when I was
A
wee
young
babbiness-
warthog.
when I was
Oh, man, I gotta pause that. I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, what?
I look up to see this. You have a grenade. Just throw it at him. It'll knock him out of cover. Whoa. You gotta back up. Or you... Uh-oh.
Oh, I just...
You might hurt yourself, like, really bad.
I might definitely hurt
Even though you have
myself.
super high
You seeing
evasion.
this bullshit?
Oh, fuck! Shoot him with the long-range one now. Oh! Switch. Switch. Sorry. I'm just like, oh.
He's not gonna hit me while I'm here.
No, you're way out of a shock trooper's range there, but it's still nerve-wracking. There you go, he's out of cover. And now you can go into cover.
Not with the kind of health.
Not gonna-
I'm
not gonna risk
currently
it.
Slinging.
Here I come!
So impressive.
I think about the most random things. I was thinking about 10th Kingdom while I was at work the other
Wanna
day.
watch 10th Kingdom again?
Yes. I was
Oh,
thinking about it
God.
2 days ago while I was
Oh,
at work.
God.
Started quoting the Big Bad Wolf again. Butter would not melt in my mouth. Well, yes, of course it would, but very, very slowly. Dude, the Big Bad... I remember when I showed you the 10th Kingdom for the first time, and I was like, we're 2 minutes in, and I want you to know that the Big Bad Wolf is the best character. And like 45 minutes later, like after one scene, you're like, he is the best character.
He is the most lovable character.
Oh, he's so awesome. The only other experience of like a Big Bad Wolf character who's like subverting your expectation of like what you would expect for a Big Bad Wolf is Bigby from Fables or The Wolf Among Us from Telltale.
Fair.
There's also speaking of Fables, I'm all over the place today. There's a whole thing. So for people who don't know about Fables, it's a super cool comic. Look it up. Watch the Telltale videos I did on it, or don't, because they're really bad. They're really bad. It's back before I had something resembling good technology. And skills. Or experience, at least. But it's basically all of the fairy tales come over it. It's basically that show, what's the name of that show? Once Upon a Time or whatever. It's that. That's not good. It's that, but it's a comic that's better. And there's a long-standing thing where the Big Bad Wolf Bigby has romantic interest in Snow White because they don't have a bad history, unlike everyone else that lives in New York. Because all the other fables have a negative history with the Big Bad Wolf because he always showed up and fucked everything up.
Okay, I'll take that.
Also, all of the princesses get together. Like, it's like a weekly thing where they all get together and go have, like, coffee or whatever and talk shit about Prince Charming because it's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Every single princess who had Prince Charming, it was all the same dude in a chronological order. Saved Snow White, left, went to Sleeping Beauty, left, went to he just went down the line to all the other princesses because he had no capability for personal commitments. And so he'd show up, save the day, and then they're like, yeah, but he's a fucking asshole. And then they'd split up with him, and he'd just go rescue a different princess.
That's both tasteful and awful.
It's amazing. They do another thing with all the stories that have a main character called Jack. It's the same dude. He just goes around and has weird fable adventures. There's an entire side
Makes me
story.
think of my son John.
Yeah, it's the same. It's they have a side story called Jack of Fables, and it's him going around having dumb adventures.
That's amazing.
Jack and the Beanstalk and all the other ones. It's the same dude.
Fun motherfucker.
Lucky me.
I love Fables. It's so cool.
Just gonna booty scoot my way through the grass here.
Booty scoot. I have feelings about it. I just don't know how to identify them.
Here I go.
Rita has to go save the our scout up there, whose name I wasn't paying attention to because I was talking about Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries in 10th Kingdom.
There are worse things to be talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a really cool video, by the way, if you want to look into it, for people who can, like, bear the idea of sitting for over an hour and watching a thing about, like, law stuff that was done by...
Are we gonna start talking about Dun Dun? Law and Order.
No, not that.
Category, like, identified by its iconic opening.
Yeah,
Dun Dun!
Yeah, that's the one. No, it's the idea that games as a service is literally a fraudulent, non-existent idea. It's super interesting.
Wait, what?
The idea, so there's a term going around in the video game, like, corporate space, where a good example is something like
You let your guard down.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, like Battlefield games and stuff, where you pay the game up front, and then there's a massive, like, online component, and I don't remember the semantics, so I'm making some of this stuff wrong.
There's a multiplayer online.
But there's the example is like I hesitate to say like Team Fortress 2, but something like that where you pay for a game up front. You go in, or even with some free to play stuff like Dota 2 and stuff, where microtransactions are the economy. And then one day the developers go, the game is off now because it's not profitable, and the product you bought ceases to have any value. And someone can try to make the argument. It's like, well, yeah, but if you buy a car, eventually the car will break down. And it's like, yes, you are right. But in this analogy, the follow up to that is
right.
The car broke down because the manufacturers came out and popped your tires because the model isn't being sold anymore, and that's not okay. It is fascinating. If you can find the video,
you seeing that shit?
I'm
not going crazy.
You will not be able to hit it.
That's what you think.
You're going nowhere.
But Jim Sterling makes a mention of it a couple of times. I can't remember.
Of Scott Sterling, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know him.
Totally referencing other content.
Gotcha.
Yeah, caught a saved a goal with his face like 6 times.
Okay.
It's a whole dump.
We're talking about basketball, right?
No, I'm talking about soccer.
I'm getting nervous.
Did I miss something here?
That's hockey, right? With the
Soccer.
I'm bad at sports, is the joke.
Oh.
You had this like actual concerned look, like Cody, are you having a stroke?
Are you having like?
You were like actually like kind of freaked out, like I think he might be having like an aneurysm or something.
Oh my God! Give me a run for my money.
Oh man.
Trust
Also,
me, I can't handle that. I can't handle you doing that to me.
Oh man, you were so not ready for my weird dumb joke.
So unready. You are not
hello
prepared.
guys. There's just two. I would say hit that because there's just 2 guys just hanging out. That's not a double kill, but it's a good hit. So I played Mortal Kombat 11. I bought Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay.
It's not a good game.
Work? Not a good game.
It's not a good game.
How do you figure?
NetherRealm just let me down hugely, and I'm very upset.
Okay.
Not very upset, but I am. It was a letdown.
Okay.
It was a massive letdown because the story mode I wasn't expecting to be like reality shattering or anything like that. But the story, like the story of the last game set up this really
Whip City
set up this really interesting like divide in the timeline of like things are going to be really weird and different. And the next game, 11, immediately set up none of that matters now. And it's like, well, then why'd you leave it on
really
a cliffhanger?
Huh?
They said, so the spoilers for Mortal Kombat 10, a game is like fucking like 6 years old or whatever, is that like the entire setup for the last game at the end was that the good guys are bad and the bad guys are good.
Oh, so it's M. Night Shyamalan's plot twist revenge.
Yeah, something like that. Like, Liu Kang, the Chosen One, becomes the Dark Emperor of the Netherrealm.
Chosen One!
Yes. Literally Chosen One! It's that archetype. He's the mandatory Bruce Lee character of the fighting game. I am very serious. He says, "Wata!" when he hits stuff and everything. This is a game franchise that started like 1990, so. Anyway.
Yeah, but... wow. Okay.
Anywho, the next game starts up, 11 starts up, and within like...
Something tells me I'm gonna have to go all the way over, capture the flag, then come all the way down here because...
For like an escape or something.
Right.
We'll have to see. But then at the end of like the halfway, not even the halfway, like 20...
I thought you were gonna say, but then at the half end.
Yes. No, but about 20% of the way through the story, they're just like, by the way, more time travel. And I'm like, why though? Cool things do happen in the story. I'm not going to be spoilery about it because, well, regardless of how important the story of a fighting game is, which to most people isn't very, I still don't want to be that guy, so I'm not gonna.
Fair.
Did he evade that? Holy shit. It was disappointing. The story mode was annoying and a bit of a letdown. The thing that's really upsetting is the game comes out and it's got all its characters.
Okay.
And then right away, it's like, by the way, there are 2 DLC characters you can spend $5 each on. One of them was a pre-order bonus that you can pay for. The other one is a character that you have to spend money on unless you play the story mode. Oh, shit.
Lieutenant Colonel Volts.
That's really bad.
Thought I heard things get.
Oh, boy.
Have a damn good reason why no
Oh,
one's
boy.
Well, sir, it was just a few foot soldiers. Oh, really? To me, like you've handled shit.
Doesn't look like you've gotten anything done.
Oh, boy.
You didn't notice who it is? They're from the squad that sets my heart aflame. My soul.
Yeah, Wall's such a fucking weird
I
war
don't know what
pervert.
they're doing out here without a tank.
Yeah?
But
That's
I'm glad
the
I just
perfect.
stressed
He's the
out.
guy from Apocalypse Now.
On a date.
My God.
He's that guy.
Right. Wait.
I
Was
don't
that-
think that meant for you. I think that meant for the other team. You might want to go hide in that tall grass.
There you are.
Just gonna hide in the grass. The grass that's not there and didn't exist in the whole game. Shut up. I went back and watched that footage, by the way, and we look nuts. Because we're like, there's no tall grass in the whole game, and then I'm like, wait a minute. And I look at the footage, like, any episode before that, basically, and I was like, oh man, we look like such fucking fools. Oh.
Game.
Whoa,
Something's happened.
what?
The enemy's
Now-
moving in sync.
More things.
No, it's
Oh,
behind
come
you.
on, man. You see that tree freaking out?
Yeah, I see that. I saw that tree freaking out.
What's gonna happen? Okay.
Cut the commentary, we gotta move. Crap.
It's like
we're
right.
fighting a whole
You
new
could walk
squad.
up and kiss it.
How do you deal with this?
You could give the machine gun a blowy.
Now that's the way I like it.
What is happening in this game right now? How are we supposed to deal with
Simon,
this?
Stop! That tank is too powerful. There's no way.
Is he
you
gonna
can
be on
handle
our
it
team? Because
alone.
that'd be really weird.
No choice but to fall back.
You were super right. You super called it. 3 infantry in bleh. The Vulcan can't reach the target. Okay. Well, good thing for us, you left like 2 guys back there. So you really only have to move, like, a couple people.
Yeah, and I'm glad I dealt with the tank over there first.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
I don't know where that tank is, but I'm super nervous about it.
I know exactly where the tank is.
Okay, as long as you know. You're the one playing. You guys are both fired.
Like, hello? Hello? Housekeeping? There's a scout. Oh my god, he's so fucked.
Keep your eye on the birdie. Whew. Thank goodness.
The guy over there is so fucking fired.
Dude, you are super fired. Sorry.
What a stooge.
You're getting canned for that. Oh, there's the... Oh, fuck.
Tanks on that side.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
I'll knock him down.
Because I can...
This mission is... Like...
Dumb.
Yeah. This mission is dumb.
In a delightful way.
Oh, that's just a regular assault tank. I thought it was
Yeah.
the big guy.
No, the big guy's like way off over there.
Oh, cool.
Like, off over yonder, kind of, over there.
Off you go into the wild blue yonder,
Something
etc.
like that. Bang!
That's good. Are you literally gonna... No. I was gonna say, are you gonna be able to finish this mission this turn? The answer is no. This turn.
The answer is no, but...
You're gonna be able to move in way, way faster than I was expecting. That's the assault tank down. Oh, I need to make an amendment, by the way.
An amendment?
I was making a bunch of comments about Rising the Shield Hero a couple episodes ago.
Okay.
And how I was getting frustrated at episodes like 16, 17, and 18. And what I actually meant was like 12, 13, and 14. Or something like that. And I just totally somehow screwed up the numbers.
Okay.
Like, I was completely off on what episodes they were, which is fine. Oh. Does it not give you the tab
It
option?
doesn't give me the tab option.
That was weird. Oh, you came up too short, that's why. You still hit him, but it wasn't close enough for
Anything is better than nothing.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying it wasn't close enough for direct lock-on, air quotes.
So that's 2 infantry, and then
I would say just leave some... Oh, okay. Or are you gonna go flamethrower the grass and then put him back down?
I'm gonna put baby in the corner.
Hello, Joe.
Where you going with that gun in your hand?
Here, hold this.
Ah!
You can do it. Yeah. Man, I was going back and watching the original Valkyria 1 footage.
Yeah.
That shit is wildly inconsistent. In terms of audio quality. But that was because we were having, like, technology problems, like, hardware was failing. It's inconsistent in terms of, like, wild gaps in our knowledge of what's happening in the game, because we were playing it on a regular basis, but because it's different when you can sit down and play a game whenever you want, and you just are able to just pick up things and just immediately know them. But when like
Hannah, why?
No, she's in cover, she'll be okay. But when like a week goes by and you haven't played the game for more than like an hour and a half at a time, you start to lose chunks of information. Like, we learned about the Valkov, the giant Valkyrian lance that they mounted on the Marmota, like 20 episodes in. And then they bring it up like 3 more times throughout the game, and we're like, I don't know who or what Valkov is.
Like,
oh, hello.
yeah, they threw down some reinforcements.
Yeah.
Understood.
But I know what to do.
Is it just race to the finish?
Something. You're not wrong. Look at all of that ground I covered.
Everybody is really excited to get out of this level. I wonder what happens if you try to take their point anyway. I'm not suggesting it, I'm just saying I'm curious what would happen. I'll try it another time. when we're not on the clock.
My pleasure.
More like racing the clock. Oh!
Yikes.
Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Thank goodness.
Fuck you. Making awful pig sounds.
And that's fine. So, I was watching High Rollers, Yogscast D&D, as I so often do. And they're running a... Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Down. And they're running a, Oh, will you inspire?
I will definitely inspire.
The meek shall inherit the earth.
That's such a cool mechanic.
Should have just had her stand up.
Yeah, but now you can just run Rita all the way over there. Because she can just pick her up.
This is true.
That's what I would do. What? Where's my brain going? I was talking about High Rollers. They are playing through the... Oh God,
Go that way.
Lords of Waterdeep. I think
Lords of Waterdeep is a really strong game.
It's a campaign module for 5e, which is super cool. Apparently,
Yeah.
I haven't played it myself yet, and they have rolled up the most interesting motley crew I have seen in some time.
Okay.
They have a goblin homebrew class, the Vigilante, who is based almost entirely around throwing explosive bombs at people and using tripwires,
Okay.
which is really odd. It's played by Kim. Then they have their buddy Mark, who is playing a Goliath. Oh, everybody has at least one level in Rogue, by the way, in order for this to work.
Okay. Not necessarily the first thing I would choose.
Well, no, it's required for the module.
Oh, gotcha.
Who is playing? I forget what his I missed what their hard classes are. I know that Trot is playing an old halfling who is 3 levels of, I think he's got 1 level bard, 1 level of monk, and 2 levels of rogue or something like that. It's really he's
really
all over the
weird
place.
Mishmash.
It's super fun. Oh God, I wish I could remember what Mark is playing, but he's playing a Goliath with an intelligence of 6.
So he's the embodiment of big and dumb.
He is fantastic because he is also 18 strong at first level.
Oh my God. That's
So they're so they
good.
basically they meet up and I'm not gonna get into the whole thing because oh my God, it'd take me forever. But basically they meet up with him and that they get their whole they get their
Bye, Felicia.
what do you call it? They meet with their informant or whatever, and he's like, all right, you guys are gonna have to go out, get your briefings, and collect magic.
Get your briefs.
Collect any magical equipment that as you might see fit or whatever.
Here I go.
And Mark's character, being the bumbling madman that he is, because he doesn't know better, goes out and buys the first magical thing that he can come across, which is a charlatan selling him a magical horse that doesn't need to eat and by extension does not need to poop.
I love it.
He also makes it a point to buy himself some underwear, because he was told to buy briefs. Or briefings, rather. So he shows up, the whole crew's like, so what'd you get? He's like, underwear and a horse. And they're like, huh? And he explains his reasoning in the most level, 6 intelligence way imaginable by being like, well, the horse is magical. And one of the guys goes, detect magic on the horse. Is it actually magical? And DM goes, yeah. And they're like, wait, what? Like, it doesn't do what he thinks it does, but it is a magic horse.
That's amazing.
It is nuts, and I think it's the greatest. I am rapidly running out of D&D podcasts to listen to, by the way, because I can listen to 3 or 4 a night,
Yeah.
uninterrupted, and I just watch them back to back, and I'm like, all right, now what?
And you have 0 fucks beyond there.
Yes. Uh-oh. Chatterbox.
That's okay.
That is okay.
Because I got the gank squad rolling up on the objective.
My pleasure.
Okay.
And that guy's not in cover, so you can just shoot him in the face. Hey, that would have been useful earlier. Whoa.
Come on, shoot already.
That took a really long
yeah,
time.
I was
That was
like,
weird.
you gonna do the thing? Come on.
Here I go.
Didn't even need a second headshot.
Didn't. That was really close, though. It would have cost you.
There you are.
There's someone right next to you.
What? Nah. We're just gonna
Just hide right there.
hide right there, right
Hide
under
right
their
there.
noses.
Now, while the end turn is, or while the enemy turn is happening, why don't you roll us out?
All right.
Now that
Oh God, the stretch is surreal. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all the Facebook crap social media platforms. You know the ones.
You know the stuff.
Hit the
We're like-
notification bell for shits and giggles, and we'll be
We're like 90 episodes in. You know the drill. We're getting up there in
Yup.
episodes. It's getting
Oh
crazy.
God, are we?
We're like not even halfway through the game, I think. Which is like why I'm like, oh
God.
man. Uh-oh.
Hey pal.
I'm afraid not.
Ooh, dodge the fire.
And took no damage.
Negligible damage, yeah. You alright?
That was amazing.
Watching the bullet particle go sideways.
Yeah.
This is getting real sloppy.
Did you see that?
I did. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Pain.
I have
Run.
to end this war.
What do I do?
Counter.
I'm tougher than I look.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Heavens above.
Oh!
Well. I'm just gonna fall down again.
Right next to
Oh,
the enemy
fuck.
that we need to like deal
Immediately kill so that she doesn't accidentally die. Oh man, this is tricky. We have to end the episode, but we can't because suddenly the stakes are so high.
with. Nah, don't worry about it.
I could not be less worried about it. I run this show. I do what I want. Okay, I'm not worried about whatever this is. I forgot that snipers could make interception shots now.
Yeah. It's some scary shit.
Scout coming.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Oh. Oh, okay. Reaction shot?
Reaction shot!
Holy shit! That was beautiful!
That was amazing.
Okay, now the episode's over. We'll see you guys in the next one.
next time.
Oh, man.